Hello, everyone, and welcome to Silver Shell's Bling Party. I love our theme song that Tony Saunders wrote for us.
So do I.
Every time I hear that, I just think, we've interviewed such wonderful people, and we have such a wonderful show. You are watching Silver Shell's Bling Party, and I'm Silver Shells.
I'm Cindy Jenkins.
And we are
the Bling Sisters.
And thank you so much for joining our show. Look for the red light in the upper left-hand corner. If it's on, we're live. And if you'd like to be notified when we go live, there's a notification bell on the
somewhere.
Right side. Up,
it rotates.
Down, around, yeah. It's different on everything. So find your notification bell and click it, and you'll be notified when we go live. We started out with an online jewelry store, and it is at www.blingsisters.
We use www.blingsisters.live.
.live, that's right.
That's us.
We changed it. It was www.silvershells.live, but www.blingsisters.live. There I go again. So we have our online jewelry store. Check it out. We've got jewelry back here. We're mostly focusing on our interviews right now, but go check it out. www.blingsisters.live. We'll give you 25% off anything you buy, so just hit Cindy up for a coupon. We interview the who's who in the entertainment industry, including local and international musicians, comedians, actors, producers. We have interviewed 82 people so far, and these people are amazing people. We've had Sal Valentino of the Bo Brummels, George Cole of the George Cole Orchestra, Kevin Mulligan, Anthony Paul, Richie Blue, Walter Trout. We have had John Provost from Timmy.
From Timmy?
I mean, Timmy.
From Lassie. Timmy from Lassie.
Oh, you guys, all right.
I'll have to just keep track of you.
I know you will. All right, I'm having my trouble tonight, so,
It's okay.
Anyway, that's all right. So if you'd like to see our interviews, all 82 of them so far, you can go onto our Facebook page, Silver Shells Bling Party, and like us and share. And you can check out all our past videos, or, again, go visit our store. And after you're done doing some shopping, you can check out our videos. So thank you very much. Upcoming, we have Lester Chambers on Thursday, and he is
living legend,
playing with Full Moon Alice. We also have upcoming Ethan Lake, an 18-year-old guitarist. We have Rockin' Johnny Bergen, and Sal Valentino enjoyed his interview so much he'd like to come back for a second interview on October 1st. So we're looking forward to that. Tonight we're interviewing number 83, Bourbon House. We have Lacey Crow and Jason Clark. They are both co-founders of Bourbon House. Lacey is the lead vocalist and songwriter. She's also Canadian-born and grew up in a musically gifted family, but didn't find her roots in songwriting until she formed Bourbon House with Jason Clark. And she's inspired by big voice vocalists from Janis Joplin, Robert Plant, Chris Cornell to Etta James. And James, she has a unique rock and roll bluesy voice with grit. Jason Clark is a Wisconsin-born and raised musician and songwriter, lead guitarist, and also founding member of Bourbon House. He's inspired by legendary guitarists from Jimmy Page, Jimi Hendrix, blues legends like Robert Johnson, and metal shredders like Zakk Wylde. Jason has a unique style of riff-based rock and roll songwriting. So welcome, you guys.
Welcome.
Hey.
Quite the introduction.
Well, I have a question right off the bat.
Okay, you go right ahead.
You have a unique style of riff-based rock and roll songwriting. Tell me about this riff-based songwriting.
We're just going to jump right into the questions here, Forgo the niceties.
Yeah, we just let things come to us, I pick up the guitar and just start jamming away. And on the first 2 albums, all of those songs were just written on a cheap acoustic guitar.
Oh, really?
And,
wow.
The newer songs, we're kind of plugging it in and trying to come up with the riff um, with an electric guitar and the appropriate amount of grit and try to make it sound the way it's going to sound on the record. But yeah, we just basically try to come up with a riff, something to build the song on, and Lacey's there. She's always experimenting with lyrics and melodies, and when she hears something she likes, she tells me to keep working on it. It's basically how things start.
Yeah. So you could be like playing for like hours and I'm like, I don't like any of it. That doesn't really happen that much, but
Once in a while, yeah, you get stuck. So it's a collaboration. You write your own songs. Are they all original songs that you're playing?
yeah.
Yep. And so you're inspired by classic 60s and 70s rock. So now what do you like most? I mean, what draws you to that type of energy?
I think it's like genuine music. It's kind of like genuine rock and roll. It doesn't have a lot of crazy processing, over effects, all of that kind of stuff. I think it is just pure, and I like that songs that came out then are timeless, obviously. We're still listening to them now, so just songs that stand the test of time because they're good.
So yeah, so you like so do you listen to the music before you start writing, or is it just organic, it just comes out? Do you try and inspire, or
I mean, we listen to enough music just in our daily lives, so no, I wouldn't say that we listen to music before we start writing a song or anything, and that's, you don't want to be too influenced.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we don't really do that. We just try to have something come out organically.
Yeah, sometimes a popular song is an inspiration to us. Like there might be a song we hear on the radio or a song that we both really like, and it's very different from anything we've written before. So we think maybe we should try writing something like that, just something that's, not to rip it off or anything.
Right.
Use it to, maybe we should write a song that starts out acoustic and then goes electric, or like changes tempo or changes time like that. Because I like what they did there. So we'll use that as a little bit of inspiration, but in the end, it always ends up sounding like us.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. It's good to have a unique, a new unique voice. So, so Lacey, you grew up in a musical family, correct? Are you're musically gifted? Is that correct?
Yeah, we think so. I thought so.
Well,
it's definitely, being around it so much when I was younger, and having, maybe having like some tonal things already kind of ingrained in there, but there's only so much you can do with that. Like, you definitely need to practice and be out there, and I'm a way different performer and singer than I was even like 5 years ago. So yeah, I've progressed anyway.
so did you have a band when you were you singing in school, or did you have talent contests?
I did a couple of talent contests, and I did a few like acoustic shows by myself, just like knocking on heaven's door, stuff that I could play. So I did some of that, but I wasn't in a band until I came here, until I started this. So yeah, it was definitely kind of a leap, kind of threw myself into the lion's den, but it was good. It was good for me.
So you were playing rock and roll. Have you always been interested in rock and roll, or would?
I don't know. I've been into everything. I shouldn't say everything. I've never wanted to do like screamo vocals or anything like that, or like pop music. But
yeah,
blues and jazz and rock, I think, are like the three genres that I like to sing.
Yeah, because they can interweave and mesh together, and so Jason, what was it like growing up in your family? Did you have music around you, or?
Yeah, there was music around all the time. My parents weren't musicians or anything, but we always had the radio on, in the car, especially if my dad was driving. He always wanted to have the oldies channel on. Those songs, 60s and 70s is basically what they played, so that's what I grew up listening to. There was a lot of Led Zeppelin and the Beatles and all of the other bands that were trying to keep up with them. So, I don't know, I just grew up hearing it all the time. And even though nobody else in the family was a musician, I always imagined myself playing for some reason. I would hear things and I would think, well, how are they even doing that? I want to get some instruments and figure it out. So I got a keyboard when I was about 14. I got a guitar when I was about 17. So I figured it out.
Yeah. Figure it out.
So you're self-taught then?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, good. And so did you start bands? Did you collect people and start playing?
Yeah, I always had this vision of assembling a band, finding the right people, finding the right combination. So I did that a couple times in college. I would meet people and I would just say, we should get together and jam in the basement. All of the dorms had music rooms in the basement, so there'd be pianos down there, and it was really easy to go down there and make noise. Then after college, I started some cover bands, and I was always writing songs on the side, but never really had a platform for all these original ideas until this band.
All right. Well, I think this would be a good time to look at a music video.
All right.
We have Too High to Care, the official video. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that one before we roll it?
Too High.
That one is our latest song. That's our latest single that just came out in
April.
May.
Or April. The song came out in April. The video came out in May.
Yeah.
We shot the video at the beginning of May, so yeah.
So that's our latest single. It'll be on our upcoming album.
Okay, well, let's roll it.
Then we talk about
Okay.
more stuff when we get back. Thanks for joining us.
Here we go.
Come on downtown, you see me. Untear the system. I'm the nameless figure. I'm on fire. I lost skin on paper, seep around to my veins. Go ahead, stop and stare. Go ahead.
back. I'm Silver Shells.
I'm Cindy Jenkins.
And we are
The Bling Sisters.
And you're watching Silver Shells Bling Party. And we're talking with our guests, Bourbon House, Lacey Crow and Jason Clark. And they were just talking about the video. We were talking about it. It's a joint effort between all of them. So it was a really good video with good energy.
Thank you. Yeah, we felt like that song needed that kind of like a fun video. So yeah.
Okay. So you and Jason, or how did you meet and decide to form your band?
Well, we're married.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this
we
was
met by being married.
I don't know.
That'll do it every time.
Right. Yeah, we just started doing like open mics and stuff together. I don't know, and then it just developed into let's write our own songs, let's record our own songs, let's put some songs out there, like why not? And then just like people were biting, so we kept doing it, and now it's all we do. So it's fun.
So you've gotten some really good feedback on your albums and your songs. And you have had a song go number 1 in the UK and number 3 in Australia.
Yeah.
That's
number 1 in Australia, number 2 in the UK.
Okay. All right. That's wonderful.
Independent chart, but yeah.
So how did you get your music out there? Did you have a mentor, or you right place, right time, right song?
For that song, I think we were working with a PR agent who got us some radio stuff. I know that. That was for Devil on My Heels, which was our single before Two Head Carrot. But we also have a lot of radio personalities that like we've connected with so well, and they've been really awesome to us, and they continually play whatever we give them. So we're really thankful for that, and we have a lot of them in the UK. Australia, I think we only had like a few in Australia, so that was pretty impressive. But yeah, it's just connections we've made and friendships, I guess, we've made too. So yeah.
It's good to have encouragement like that. That makes you feel probably makes you feel pretty good and like you're on the right path. Absolutely. If we didn't have that, like positive reinforcement, I think that we both kind of need the positive reinforcement. So yeah, it's a good thing. It's making us push forward for sure. It is. So, are you touring? Did you tour before all this happened as Bourbon House? Or we didn't really tour. We did like Midwest shows. We had a lot of lineup changes just with our bass player. We just kept switching over our bass player. So we never really did a tour. But we after Too High Care came out, we signed on with Blind Anxiety Entertainment. They're our new booking agent, and we have a couple of shows coming up that are also like Midwestern shows at the end of in like November. That like fingers crossed we'll see. But then we also have a tour that's already partially booked happening in March. So of next year.
And that'll be like a southern. We're gonna go down to Texas and Florida and Alabama and all that stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're going to touring is fun, and you get to play the different gigs. And where would you like to play?
Where would you like to play?
I want to play everywhere. I don't know. Yeah.
We would really like to do a UK tour. I think that would be great, and we get people bugging us about it all the time. But it's like, it's a thing that's very like, I don't even know how to figure out the logistics of that right now, especially during this time. Like I don't know, but definitely want to go over to Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we should say hi to a few people.
Yeah, we've got
a few people. We've got Gary Chateau. Good old Gary. We love Gary. Jacques Van Dyke. Ruben Granado. Or Ruben. Chris Wilson. Let's see who else. Jan Kravitz. We love Jan.
I've got Rich Tucker. I've got Linda Maria Atroshi. Oh, I hope I didn't ruin your name. Heike Laddie. And we have Chris Schleyer, Chris Coffey, Jackie Van Dyke, Laura Dolan, Penny Griot, Chris Wilson.
Hi to Jackie already. We got Schley on there. Hi, Chris.
Kathy January.
Elisa Kaufman, Carol Casey, Bruce Sundberg. Hi, guys. Did I say hi to Lacey?
I think we got, Lacey Crow is here. Yeah, what a surprise.
Hey, Lacey. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
That is funny.
Yeah, my attention span of a flea, you know. So, what made you decide to stay in Wisconsin? Is you came from Canada, and have you lived different places? Lacey,
No,
either one?
I grew up in Sudbury, Ontario, and from there came here. So, no, we've only lived here. Right now, it just makes the most sense for us. But it's, doesn't have to be a long-term thing.
Yeah, move around, see what happens. Do you
definitely.
guys have regular jobs?
But kind of. I mean, we do have to fund. We're independent, so we have to fund everything we do. And I think it's really a mistake if you're an independent band and you're not working and you're relying solely on this. There's only so much you can do to push yourself forward to a point where you don't have to do those other things to make money. So, yeah.
We don't.
We have like independent contractor-y kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say we don't know very many musicians that don't have other jobs.
Yeah, right. You don't have to right now, for sure.
So you are just hanging out there. Now, do you want to? You did that video, and it was funny because I read that the video we just watched that you found something there that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, so we filmed it in basically it's a ghost town,
right.
And we did that on purpose because we wanted it to look like that. And also we didn't really want people around. So we went to this building, it's pretty, dilapidated, obviously hasn't been used in a long time, and there's a freezer outside. And we were all a little suspicious of it, whatever, it could be anything. But I think it was Johnny. I think our bassist was like, I'm sorry, I have to open this. And he opened it up, and there was a bag of bones in there. And so we were like, oh my God.
Big bones, little bones.
They were big. They were kind of big, bigger than like a chicken.
Bigger than a chicken, okay.
Well, we all thought so. We think it was a huge chicken with maybe human teeth.
With human teeth.
That would be like an ostrich.
That is suspicious. I'd be making some phone calls too.
It's okay. And speaking of bones, we have a video, Music in Your Bones. Do you want to talk about that?
That was our first single.
Okay.
It wasn't a single. It was on our album, but it was the first song that we pushed and had on the radio and all that stuff. That was the song that made us continue, I think.
Yeah, that was really our very first time in the recording studio. It was the first day there, and our recording engineer asked if we'd like to have someone come and shoot some footage, or maybe it was our idea, I don't remember, but
I think it was our idea.
It was our idea, but he connected us with the right guy. So we had someone come and just recorded us.
Yeah, so it's like a behind the scenes, just natural video of us actually recording. So
okay,
that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, let's roll it.
All right.
Okay, rolling.
She feels it in her bones, babe. The music in her bones.
Okay.
All right. And we are back. Welcome, everyone, to Silver Shells Bling Party. I'm Silver Shells.
I'm Cindy Jenkins.
And we are
The Bling Sisters.
And you're watching our show, Silver Shells Bling Party. And we are interviewing Bourbon House, Lacey Crow and Jason Clark. So we're watching their videos. We just watched their first video. So how long did it take you to record your first album?
I think we did it in 4 days. No?
Yeah, it was. I mean, we did not spend a lot of time on it. It was like 4 days and then maybe another half day or something later on.
And that might just be like an experience where we're just like, oh, you know.
Yeah, we wanted to just basically, we wanted to get in there and just get it done. We weren't really thinking long term, like.
Yeah, that we were even going to be doing this long term.
Yeah, we didn't think we would be doing this for a living or anything like that. We didn't even have. We never even thought of releasing a single. You know, it was our engineer who said, "What song do you guys plan to release as a single?" And we said, "I don't know. We haven't thought anything about that. We just wanted to record these 7 songs and get out of here." And he said, "Well, I think you should send Music in Your Bones out to some DJs." So that's when we started doing that, and we got positive feedback on it. So
Yeah.
we kept going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys, just sending it out there like that, gets that attention. So, Lacey, how do you feel being a lead singer of a rock and roll band as a woman? Do you get any kind of what kind of feedback do you get about that?
I think people love it. That's mostly the feedback I get from people. And you know, the people who have a problem with a female vocalist doing rock music, then they need not apply. But goodbye, I don't care. So yeah. No, I think I do get positive feedback about it. I think it's awesome, and I'm very supportive of other female rock singers. I don't know.
Yeah, we've got a few, Eliza Neals and Bex Marshall. They've been on. They're really strong blues women. Yeah. But I admire you guys get up there and sing and just for our enjoyment.
Well, for our enjoyment too. Like it's an enjoyable thing to perform. So.
Yeah, the give and take, the connectedness, and so what do you have planned for the future? Do you have any long-term goals? How long has Bourbon House been together? How long have you guys been playing together, or maybe the group?
Yeah,
About 3 years.
3 years since our first album came out, and that when we did that album, we did not have a bassist or a drummer. So the people that we had in the studio with us are friends of ours that we basically hired, and we're just like, and then we didn't get a band until later that year. I don't think we were like, oh, maybe we should play these live now. Like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, and that first album came out in June of 2017, and it was the following month we started actually having band practices with a band, and then it was another 5 months before we even played our first show. Yeah. So, we thought we would just go and record these songs.
I don't know what we were thinking. But I think we were not thinking at all, and we were just doing stuff.
Right.
Well, we felt like having an album out there was one of the most important things. So we had original songs, and we thought, well, let's just go record them. You know, I've been watching bands play show after show, and I see bands that have been around for years, and they don't really have any product. They don't have any songs that are released. You can't go to Spotify and listen to them.
Right.
They're playing bars all across the state every weekend, and that didn't seem to make much sense to me. It seemed kind of backwards. Like you should at least have a product to promote before you go play a show.
Right.
The show promotes the product.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Send your
Sound.
CD out and have people. And so you did that. You've also been Classic Rock Magazine gave you a shout out. So I that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. That the first time it happened, the second time a little bit we were like, okay, because now they know us. But the first time was shocking, super shocking. They just nominated us for Track of the Week. And then like our fans super showed up and we won, which was crazy. And then they were like, can we put you on the Cover Mail CD? And it's going to be distributed to however many thousand people. And yeah, all of that happened very fast, and it was super exciting for us.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
you just decided to throw some songs together and just decided to record them, and then maybe I'll send them out to some DJs.
It's all in the doing. It's all in the doing.
did-
It's
I
what
mean-
you're doing each day toward your goals.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I think that in the beginning it was very much so like that. We were just like, I don't know, let's try that. Now it's very intentional. You know, everything we do is super intentional, and we're more fearless now than we were then. So, yeah.
Fearless is a good word, because innocent and unknowing is a total different thing than to have a focus. And you can be fearless, and you know when to take chances. So are you going to just keep making music and sending it out to the DJs? And you're independent, right? Everything you're doing is...
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, we are. We have another single that's going to be coming out. I don't.
Maybe a month to,
Maybe.
maybe 6 weeks.
Yeah,
we're
we're
shooting
thinking
the
like
video.
early October. We're gonna be releasing our next single,
In 12 days, we shoot the video for the
and
next
we'll
single.
have the video to come out after that. We're also going back into the studio in December to record some more songs for this album, and then we'll release the album in early 2021.
How exciting.
Like,
So you're already planning on are you planning on your video?
yeah, we have it all planned out, and we're shooting it in a week, 2 weeks.
So
How
you
exciting.
got the storyboard, and that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. We're working with some different people, and we've got some artists coming in, and it's going to be, I don't want to give it away. It's gonna be
Don't
great.
give it away.
No, yeah.
No spoilers.
Keep it close, yes.
No spoilers.
That's right. That's right. So you're recording your stuff there at Rust Belt Studios, is that correct?
Yeah, that's where we recorded
In
Two
Detroit?
Red Hair, and this next single that's coming out is called 6,000 Miles. And then we do have a few more as well that we recorded there. That'll be on the album. We're staying closer to home this time when we go back in, just because of all of this, crazy mess. So
Due to COVID.
Due to
Yeah,
COVID.
everything's due to COVID. And out here we've got the fires. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's been terrible. Just terrible. Have you been seeing any of the smoke out there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it rolls all across the country.
No, Idaho, Wyoming. Oh, so okay. So your plans for the future? You're going to just keep doing what you're doing. See if you got a tour going on in March. So where is it? Just a local? Are you going to start locally?
we're pretty much going. I don't think we're doing many local shows actually on that tour. I think we have a couple, like on the day that we leave, and the day that we come back. But the rest, we have a South Dakota, I think. We have an Oklahoma show. I know that there's Texas, Florida, and there was some Alabama in there too. Indiana, Kentucky. Yeah, we're doing like kind of a loop. It'll be about a month. Yeah.
And then you'll put it together and get famous and go to the UK.
exactly. We're always, expanding on our team, and thankfully now, we don't have to even book our own tour, and that's super nice. It's great to have them on our side. So,
Nice.
we're always looking for like somebody who wants to help us in whatever way they want to.
Yeah.
But not necessarily just going to be like, yes, let's do it, because that's happened already too.
It happens already. Well,
Yeah.
what's our next video?
Our next video is the last video. It's Devil on My Heels. Maybe we can talk a little bit about that before we roll it.
Yeah. What do you want to say about that one, Neil?
This is my favorite video of ours. It's really cool and flashy. I think everybody looks good. And
We have dancers.
Yeah, we hired dancers for this one. We used the green screen. It was just really cool. It was a lot of fun to make.
Yeah.
I think of you. I'm gonna run this by you. I think of Jack White when I see this video.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we've heard that before.
Yeah.
Oh, have you? Okay, good. So I'm not off the wall.
Yeah, we like Jack White.
Yeah. Oh, he's one of my favorites.
For
Jack
sure.
White. So you're just
Okay.
enjoying your cats. Okay. I was going to ask you one more thing. What are you doing during the COVID lockdown? Are you practicing? Do you make time every day to hone your craft, so to speak?
We haven't been, but we have started doing that more now. We're just like working a lot, just like trying to make as much money as possible to fund this stuff. And now we're definitely like setting aside time every day because we're writing. So that kind of forces us to hone our craft. We've done a few like acoustic shows that were just like outdoors, like randomly somebody asked us to do it. So, but that was like maybe three since March.
3. Oh, yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we had known that the lockdowns were going to happen, we could have planned things differently. But this scared a lot of scared a lot of people, because when that happened, that was right about the time we were supposed to start promoting these songs that we recorded at Rust Belt. The songs had just come out. We were going to release a single every couple months. We were going to tour all summer. And
I already started booking the tour. That's when I was doing it myself.
So it all got thrown out the window. The whole year got canceled. And as a result, we were like, well, we can't write, we don't want to write more songs. We just got done with a long songwriting session and a long recording session. Now we need to record again in December. So now we're focused on writing. But we're not really the kind of people who just write every day. I mean, I know there are a few people out there that write a song a day. Everyone, it's John Fogerty. They just sit down and write a song every day. It's just what they do. But most people write songs if they have to, and that's kind of what we do.
We're those people, and it's not like, obviously it's enjoyable and we really like when it comes together and stuff, but it is a little bit like homework. And I was always a procrastinator in school. It was always like, I have a 500 page, I should say, essay due tomorrow. I'll be up until 7 a.m.
Yeah, we're definitely procrastinators, and that's why we've always booked our studio time before we wrote the songs. Like right now, we don't have the 5 songs that we need to record the first week of December.
But don't be scared, that's typical.
It always happens like that, and we always end up getting the songs done. So that pressure.
We need the pressure.
Yeah. Well, pressure,
Pressure determines growth. Without pressure, there is no growth. So.
Damn, that was deep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good words.
Okay,
we have
kids.
our witticisms.
I think it's time to roll our last video and say goodnight to these wonderful people.
Good night, guys. Thank you so much for joining us from Wisconsin.
Thanks for having us. Thank you, everybody who showed up, too.
Thank you so much.
And I have to tell you, okay, so everyone, this Thursday, tune in for Lester Chambers of Full Moon Alice on Thursday at 6 p.m. And we love you. Become an organ donor, and we really appreciate and love you for your support.
Good night.
So bye. Enjoy the video. Good night, guys.
Good night.
devil on my